What is easy, cheap, and saucy?
Rice, baby.
Welcome to the world of Chinese rice balls, aka Gaijiaofan. The literal translation is slam dunk pour over rice, or just pour over rice if you're boring. There are only two components, rice and a dish on top. It is one of the most common and affordable fast food you can find in China. But common doesn't mean basic. The combinations of Gaijiaofan are literally infinite. Just look at that menu. It's longer than my bloodline. And depending on the region, city, or even the season, you get different vegetables, meat, and spices. If you ever wonder what home cooking tastes like in China, get a Chinese grandma to adopt you. Or find a local Gaijiaofan spot. This is what I used to eat at school canteen or out with friends when we had $2 to spend. The core concept is to have everything in one bowl. Cheap, fast, and delicious. Today, I'm sharing 3 of my go-to Gaijiaofan for lazy days. First, let's get our base ready. Fan. I think for people who don't eat rice as essential, it's easy to overlook how important it is. Imagine avocado on toast. If the bread is shit, that's it. I come from a place with one of the best short grain rice in the world, Wuchang rice, grown in the rich, fertile black soil in northeast China. So my standard with rice, I only go for 10s. For Gaijiaofan, we're looking for starchy short grain rice that's gonna absorb all the sauce from the dish. The easiest to find where I live is sushi rice. First, wash your rice until the water is clear. This is to remove all the excess starch so we end up with bouncy individual grains. Add rice to rice cooker, water to the measure, and press cook. Wait, you don't have a rice cooker? That's okay.
It's okay.
Here is how to do it with only a pot. Get your washed rice in the pot, add water. Obviously, you can use a measuring cup, 1 to 1.2. Or you can use Asian grandma signs. The first knuckle rule, which is much cooler. Even the name sounds like a local gang. Place the tip of your index finger just above the rice layer. You should add water until the first knuckle of the finger. However, for short grain rice, we need slightly less water, so just a little bit below. Bring it to a boil over medium heat. As soon as it starts to boil, turn it down to low heat and let it simmer with lid on for that steam pressure. Once time is up, remove from heat and let it sit covered for 15 minutes. Here I have rice made with rice cooker and a pot. Judging by the look, judging by the taste. Honestly, no difference. Now we move on to part 2, jiao. If our rice is the body, jiao is the soul. This is what gives your rice ball character. First up, we have something sizzling and glowy. 老式拌饭. Old school rice ball. It originated from northeast China, a staple home dish. Simple, cheap, and basically whatever you have in the fridge. All we need is sauce and egg, minced garlic, fresh chili, and sesame seeds. Heat up some oil until smoky, pour over. Add light soy, oyster sauce, and sugar. Now for the toppings. We're making this egg. Crack your egg in the bowl first. This way you won't panic over hot oil. Wait until everything is hot, drop the egg. Let it sit for 20 seconds. You will see those crispy edges forming. If you like your eggs runny, they are ready as soon as the egg white is set. I like mine jammy. Let's drizzle some hot oil on the yolk. This way it cooks only the surface but not the core. If you're feeling a bit bougie, crack open a prime can of Spam. 93% meat. Ooh la la! Cut into little cubes and pan fry until crispy. Assembly! Get your beautiful bowl of rice, top with the crispy egg, Spam, and drizzle over the sauce. Give that a good mix and let egg yolk hug all the grains. Just look at that sexy bite. The egg yolk wraps around every grain, makes it so creamy. You get the fragrance from garlic, this fresh spiciness from chili. I swear, hot oil drizzle is like a facelift for spice. It really brings out their potential. And that crispy edge of fried egg is gold. Look at that crust. I'm not ashamed to admit my love for Spam. It just adds magic to anything. Remember, the whole point of this ball is to make a great meal with whatever you have. This is the bowl me and my cousin used to eat staying at my grandma's for the summer, when she has so much on her hands and we are being dramatic. We obviously fought over spam every single time. This bowl still tastes like her tiny living room with that semi-broken fan. You know when food brings you back to a place? Turns out I never left. Next up is a classic home dish from Northeast China, starring my favorite vegetable, eggplant. 烧茄子盖饭. I didn't know eggplant was controversial until I lived abroad. How can you not love him? Little fat boy is so versatile. There's a saying, 茄子晒肉, eggplant can beat meat. It can be so saucy and flavorful if you cook it right. First, we chop the eggplants into chunks, rub it in salt, and let it sit until water comes out. This process is called 杀水, drawing out excess water. This way, the eggplant won't soak up too much oil when frying, and they will turn out soft, flavorful instead of greasy. Meanwhile, let's prepare our sauce. Mix light soy, dark soy, oyster sauce, sugar, cornstarch, and water. Give the eggplant a quick wash to take out the extra salt, and then squeeze it dry. Really squeeze. Coat it with cornstarch so it gets a light crust and holds the sauce better. Drop in the eggplant when the oil is hot. Pan fry until wrinkly soft. Add garlic, fresh chili, a spoon of spicy bean paste. Fry until fragrant. Drizzle in the sauce, let it thicken on high fire. Slam dunk your saucy eggplant over the rice. Oh my god, look at this glossy bite. The eggplant is melting in the mouth. It's spicy, it's saucy. The umami soy flavor is perfectly matched with the rice. The eggplant really sucked in all the oil and salt here. Honestly, if eggplant is a person, he's probably my ideal type. I remember this being one of the most popular dishes at school canteen. We call it the rice killer. And it absolutely deserves the title. Being an adult is basically constantly choosing which ethnicity your mince belongs to tonight. To whoever said that. And some days when you cannot choose, just do a little fusion. 番茄肉酱盖饭. First, we fry the mince until all the water is gone and it turns slightly brown. Drop in onion, garlic, and fresh chili. Fry until fragrant. Add light soy, dark soy, oyster sauce, and black pepper. And all 3 types of paprika, if you mean business. Add in half a can of chopped tomato and let it simmer. Option to crack an egg and pour over. The golden trio. You get the crispy mince in every bite, covered in smoky paprika flavor with sweetness from tomato. This is the ultimate comfort food, saucy, meaty, and umami. Before I knew there was bolognese in the world, my mom would make this topping for noodles when I was a kid. There's definitely some magic in here, because you immediately feel warm from inside out. It is stressful adulting these days. So if you ever feel like a delicious, homey, cheap dish with low effort, Gaijiaofan will catch you in its arms, give you a tight hug, and a pat on the belly. See you next week!